Okay, so I'll just take my trainers off. Let's just start with some nice flow. So take yourself into a beautiful low, if you can, quite a low warrior pose. So make sure that front knee is just tracking your ankles and not your toes. And then just hold, just turning to the thumb. And we're just going to try and kind of keep moving today in warrior. So we're just going to take it up and then back the other way. Keep that core tight. So 2, 3. So even doing this journey, you might be thinking, oh gosh, the side of my waist feels tight. And 2. And 1. And then all the way over. Big mermaid stretch. Just one side though. 2, 3, 4. 4 more. 4. Oh, Ruth, I'll have to send you. Jen sent me some details about a lovely retreat in Girona. What a nice guy, Jen. And then over. I might be doing some TNA, guys, in the next few weeks. So just getting some ideas off you about hold. Whether you think a 3-day retreat in Spain is better, a 4 or a 5. And then over. Hang on, I forgot what I'm doing. That's it. I'm back. Woo! I'm back. Look, you see, I can't work and think at the same time. Concentrate, Joe. 3, 2, and 1, and then all the way. Reach. Reach. Reach for 3. For 4. 5. Hold on this number 6. Hold. Take a breath in. And then gently back up. Come into that really wide stance just to take the pressure off of the back. Chin to chest, particularly if the hamstrings are tight. Bring the hips all the way back. You can just fold into a flat back position. That might be enough. For some people it is. Or you can come all the way down towards the floor. Fingertips, palms, elbows if you've got that range of motion, but don't force it. Really deep stretch. Because the legs are wide, you will feel it in your inner thighs as well as the hamstrings. And just nice and gentle. Oh, Kathy, we won't do too much standing, babe. I'll get down on the floor. Kathy's got a bad foot, bless her. And then take the hands to one side. Hold. Let the head just hang towards the knee. And to the other side. So we'll keep both feet firmly on the ground, Kathy, so you're not balancing on one. And again, the other side. Hold. Beautiful. Back to centre. And then just bring the feet back to parallel position underneath the hips. Soften the knees and gently come up. Good. So what we're going to do, if you've got a weight, guys, grab hold of a weight. If you haven't got one, even just doing your arm action will get a little bit of kind of lymph flow going, and will you can kind of feel that you've got a weight by using a bit of resistance. If you've not got a weight actually, and you've got a resistance band, you can do it with a resistance band as well. Yeah. So just choose which one you've got. We're just going to keep, we're not going to bring one leg up today. All we're going to do is go into a calf raise and a bicep curl. 2. So work on your balance as well. Kathy, keep feet down if this is too much, hun. Into calf raise. 4. Keep that core tight. 5. 6. 7. Bet Jenny thinks, God, I'm going to Girona to get away from you, Ron. You're following me there on a retreat. And the other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, good. 4, 3, so try and control that weight. 2, and 1. Well done. Really important that we try and lift the older we are getting. Keep the shoulders down. So again, just lift into abduction. And again, slowly down. Think about when you see people in the gym and they let a weight drop and it makes that massive clatter. Try not to do that. So real control on the way up and on the way down. Abduction is that bit harder than bicep. 4, good. 3, 2, excellent, and 1. Well done, good work. The other side. So again, grow an inch, keep the shoulder blades down. Just bring your arm up. Try and just keep that elbow ever so slightly lower than the shoulder. And that will stop the shoulders hiking up. And again. And for 4. God, you stay. It's horrible this morning. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Switch sides again. And this time again, you can keep your feet down if you want, or you can come up into front raise and into calf raise as well. Strengthening the back of the legs and strengthening that shoulder in different ranges. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Switch again. Shoulders down. Lift up. 8. And 7. Ruth, Jerry, did you see Sam's been picked to go to Australia for the World Championships? And again. 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Well done. And then just because front raise can kind of make the pecs tighten a little bit, so let's get that into that extension position. So push the back heel down. Keep your core kind of, always try with Pilates to just generate a little bit of core control, no matter what you're doing. So take the weight to kind of the bra strap area. Take it out, gently back in. And again, out. Try and straighten your arm, back in. 3, 4. So just see what weight you're using. If you're not feeling it, you're probably ready to go up half a kilo or a kilo. 2. Hold it up, slide the shoulder blade down, then lift your arm as high as you can and just pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. The other side. Shoulders down. Yeah, take it. 8. Gently in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Slide the shoulder down. Lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then all we're going to do, keep both shoulders down, elbow glued in, and just take the weight. So it's kind of like a dumb waiter, it's called. But try not to kind of fling like that. Keep the elbow glued in. Just internal, external rotation. So you can do it like that, into like a dumb waiter position, or you can take it in and out, in and out. And again, so the shoulder's responsible for an awful lot of movement. And the problem is, that's why a lot of people struggle with a lot of shoulder stuff. The muscles start getting weak. Yeah, and then gently just down the other side. So you want to try and, because it's got a lot of movement, it lacks a bit of stability if the muscles are weak. And again, 3, one's better to do really when you've got two weights. And then up, and then in. I find this one quite hard on this left side. If you've ever had an injury, it's quite difficult to rehabilitate the shoulder area. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. If you found them hard, guys, you need to start lifting a little bit more. Put your weight down, and we're going to get down on the floor once we've done a stretch. So just take one foot in front of the other. Bring your arm forward, shoulder blades down, other hand comes underneath, and just pull it across into that deltoid stretch. Beautiful. Just bring it back, just get a bit of movement back into it. So just do 3 circles, 2, 3, and then take it up on the next one, and then bring that palm into the shoulder blade. Use the other hand to push down. Take a breath in. Good. Well done. Keep your legs where they are. Take the hips back, chin to chest, just to stretch out those calves from that calf raise. And gently down. Again, go easy. You know, people with herniations, you know, bulging discs, kind of slip discs, need to just be a bit careful with flexion. So I'm going to do some extension hip work today. And then gently back up. Beautiful, well done. Switch sides. And again, take it out so the other hand comes underneath. You pull the top arm across the body. Take a breath in. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Last one. Good, just get some movement back in it. Try and really abduct as well. So really big circle. Oh. And 3. And then on the next one into that tricep, palm in the middle of the shoulder blade, push down. My brother's got frozen shoulder at the minute, is in agony. So it's not nice to try and keep everything moving. Take the hips back, a bit of softness in that front knee, chin to chest, just gently down. You might not want to go very far. Yeah, just go easy if the back's a little bit tender. Keeping that front knee soft. Feeling the stretch through the back of the leg particularly, maybe a little bit down into the sides with the IT band as well. Take a breath in. And out. In. And out as we gently roll back up. Beautiful, well done. So just take a couple of little circles and we're going to get down. Hopefully they were alright, Kathy. And 2 and 3. Okay, so a little bit more. So come down on the floor however you want. If you want to follow me and do downward dog into plank, you can. So chin to chest, take the hips back, weight forwards. Nice width through the feet. Gently down. Yeah. Walk it out just into a downward dog first, if you can. Walk the feet a little bit closer together and just walk the right heel and the left heel. Again, Kathy, I'm not sure if you can do this one. So just heel down, yeah. And then take both heels towards the floor. Just notice how much tension we can carry through the back of the legs. Hold that position. And then just walk it into your plank. We're not holding plank, don't worry. Just come down onto the knees, just as a little tree. Let's go straight into your shell stretch. So walking the bum towards the heels. Again, if you've got problems with the back, if you've ever kind of had a slip disc or herniation, you best just kind of holding like that, yeah, and not flexing too much. And just take some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, in, and out. Last one. Excellent. Okay, so like I said, for people with bad back, sometimes you know, you have some degeneration of the spine. Most people do. Often it's when the fluid kind of starts to leak a little bit, and that's when sometimes people can get a bit of sciatic pain. So hip extension work is really good. Now that doesn't mean back starts to move. Yeah, it's not any kind of work through the back. So really think about what you're doing. You can take your hands if you want and just put them on the forehead, slide the shoulders down. But the most important thing, remember when we talk about that navel to spine? So just imagine you've got like a hot coal or something underneath your tummy and just draw that belly button away from it. Yeah? Or the pelvic floor in and up, whichever visualization works for you. And all we are literally going to do is just lift the leg. Not the back, you're not lifting like this, yeah? So you're pointing the foot and lengthening it, right foot first, and you just lift it and lower it. Lifting, keep that core connected, that's the important bit, you are really keeping the navel in towards the spine. Lift, lift. Not enough hip extension work is done. We sit a lot in today's society, which doesn't help with backs and discs, and we use a lot, if we do anything, a lot of people walk where they use a lot of hip flexion. So you should feel your bum kicking in a bit. You can squeeze it a bit. Again, just go to where you feel comfortable. It might only be there. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Nice round, tight booty. Again, just let the tummy drop. Let everything just go. You have a little wiggle. My bum probably looks really funny in these baggy pants. And then again, draw the tummy in. So again, like you've got a hot coal. Draw the belly away from it, yeah? And then lift the left leg. You're lengthening the foot. Yes, making the leg a little bit like when we do side leg, nice and long. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Just bend the knees, take your head to one side, have a little windscreen wipe, side to side. Just always do that, just to release the back. Good work. And then we're going to come over onto our side, and we're going to do the original clam position. I don't normally teach this, I only teach shins away, but I was teaching last night at Mapgate Mills, and I was trying to just really teach people about how not to over-rotate. So if you kind of don't bend the knees too much, you kind of want to be in that position where, think about the heel being in line with the tailbone. Yeah, and again, remember that lifting always of the waist. Now you're not going to get very far. When you take the shins away, you can rotate that bit more, but don't worry about that. Draw the tummy in and just do clam, keeping headlights on the hips. Yeah, you have to do quite a few. I've not done these for a long time. And actually last night I was like, they do work. you have to be really kind of vigilant with it. Hips facing forward, do not let the hip bones move. So the top hip bone you don't want to rotate. Yeah, and again. Let's go. So you need to do, I think, more of these. My glute max is pretty strong, so I have to do quite a lot. But they should start kicking in. Let's do 12. Let's do 11. 10. Again, keep that core tight. 9. 8. 7. 6. Again, strengthening the back. 5. Got a few people at the minute with new clients who've got in touch with me with slip disc. 3. 2. And 1. Then lengthen. Again, leave that waist lifted. Lengthen top hand, bottom, top foot, sorry, bottom hand. And lift. And lower. And lift. Try and hold. And lower. And 3. And good. Keep going. Yeah, should be kicking in now. And again, 10 more for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7. So I promise I'll do some stretches as well, guys, not just strength work. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, and circle it for 4, circle it for 3, for 2. I always think of Simon when I do side leg, Jenny, when you're on. First time you ever did it, oh, I said it's horrible, this. 2, and 1, which just shows someone who's really fit, who can do loads and loads of cycling. You get into side legging, these muscles are generally very underused. Yeah, so just bring the heel into the bottom, pulling the thigh backwards a little bit. Take a nice breath in. And out. And then just know what the bum is capable of, because we're just going to go back again and we're just going to lift it up, and then we're going to point the foot, take it forward, flex it back. Point, 1, 2, with control, and back. Point, 1, 2, and back. 7 more. Point, 1, 2, and back. 6 more. Point, 1, 2, and back. 5, 1, 2, back. Point, 1, 2, back. 4 more. 1, 2, back. Point, 1, 2, 3. Point, 1, 2, 2. Point, 1, 2. Wow. And down. Well done, I did them last night, less than 12 hours ago. Come onto your back. So we are going to do both figure 4 stretch and also piriformis, because I know we've got a few issues in class. So just take that foot onto the opposite knee. Sometimes, like I've mentioned, it's enough just to kind of visualise pushing that knee away and keeping the foot on the floor. If you've got a ball at hand, it's sometimes nice to put the ball under, well, not sometimes, it's always nice, and then lift up. Whoa. That's nice. You don't have to do all this. I mean, that is pretty tight today for me. You know, but if you don't, sometimes if you give guys this particularly and they're a bit kyphotic, they look all like a bit strange in this position. So always be mindful of the neck as well. And just feel that stretch. You can push on that inner knee. Oh, it's beautiful. If this is tight, try and get into the habit of really, you know, strengthening your glute muscles, but stretching them out as well. Remember that piriformis muscle situated very near the sciatic nerve. And then gently down. Before we go anywhere, just see if you can take this bottom foot and take the leg. Hopefully you've got the ability knee-wise to do that. And then all you're going to do is move the ball if you've got it. Just take the hands underneath the head and just stretch away from that bottom foot. Does that make sense? So you're moving into the top knee, and all you're doing is maintaining this kind of length through here, through the hip flexor muscles, that psoas. Take a lovely big breath in and out. So again, try and just practice a bit of belly breath. Inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath. And then just gently back to centre. Beautiful. And then last but not least, the leg that you had lifted before, we're going to carry on stretching it out into Piriformis. So lately I've been doing Piriformis like this, guys. So as normal, push the inner knee towards the opposite shoulder, lift up and just grab the outside ankle and pull it in a bit more. I'm not bringing it, sometimes when you bring the heel in, you lose that push on the outside. So push in and just pull that, almost like the inner foot is pulling over the top leg. Yeah, again, you might want to just use your ball. Oh God, that's beautiful. Hold that stretch. Well done. And then just take the leg nice and high. Try and be in neutral, not force it into imprint. And just flex and point the foot. Flex and point. Foot is often neglected, particularly the ankle action. Circle. Circle back. And then inversion, turn it in and away. In and away. So it's kind of like that motion. In. And if you're anything like me, you might feel quite a deeper stretch to the lateral side of your ankle. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Well done. And before we do the other leg, so I've just done my right leg. Remember which one you've done, guys. Keep your ball there. If you haven't got a ball, buy one. They're brilliant. They're nice for some inner thigh connection as well. If you've not got a ball, just do neck stretch on the mat. Still nice. Just to release the neck. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Beautiful. Okie doke. So let's take the ball away if you've got one. So never try, even if you've got a bad neck, the most you ever want when you're doing bridge is like a tiny towel underneath your head. You don't want anything too high. Okay, keep your arms down by your side, bend the knees, bring the feet close to the bottom, slide the shoulder blades down. Remind yourself of neutral pelvis, pubic bone, hip bones and belly button like a diamond are nice and flat. One's not higher or lower than the other. Okay, close your eyes. I heard this, I sometimes follow this Pilates teacher. She's from America, but she's really very good. And she said yesterday, she was talking about something, she was saying motion is lotion. And I thought, that is amazing. So obviously your discs have got synovial fluid, all your joints have got synovial fluid, and you want to keep it moving about, lymph as well. So motion is lotion. So take a breath in and gently roll the lower back into the mat and just gently start lifting the bum. Sometimes if the back's a bit tender, I sometimes just come up first time by lifting my bum. Not much else, and then I just come down a bit. So I almost do a couple of pelvic imprint, release my bum, and then come down. Sometimes if people's backs are really tender, that's all they want to do. Yeah? Or you can obviously come up into that full bridge position, mobilising the spine, providing lotion in the motion. And then come up. And again, you've got this really nice kind of ski slope, guys. The hips are level. One hip's not higher than the other. Yeah, you can give yourself a little bit of a tailbone tuck just to lengthen and strengthen the hip flexors. Take a breath in at the top and slowly down. Because we've worked our glutes quite hard today, we've done hip extension and some side leg and climb. We're not going to do any work in bridge in the glutes other than just the holding. And again, let's take a breath in. Gently roll the lower back into the mat. Start lifting your bum, lifting the lower back and the mid back. Sending the knees long, the hips are high, but you're only on the shoulder blade. Take a breath in at the top. Slowly lower. Bone by bone. As you know, me and Ruth are only little, but you can, you know, just because you're small doesn't mean it doesn't take you quite a while if you do it correctly to come back down into your bridge position. We've all got the same vertebrae, guys. So once you're in your bridge, I'm just going to show you, I don't know if you can see on screen, but I've been talking about, I talk about navel to spine all the time, so just pull it in, push your navel to your spine. When you do that, the same thing happens. Now I'm not thinking of navel to spine, now I'm thinking of drawing my pelvic floor in and up, and the same muscle starts to harden. So that's an integral part of Pilates. And then take a breath in and slowly down. Bridge should not feel easy. It should feel good, but it should feel, you know, like you really are working to stabilise. Last one, take the lower back into the mat, gently up, mobilising the spine, lengthening the knees. Take a breath in, slowly lower, bone by bone. How long does it take you to get out of bridge? And then just cross your ankles, guys, bring the knees into chest. Okay, I've started always teaching chest lift before I do roll up for those people that struggle a little bit with roll up. So, or, you know, if you have got herniation, then flexion's not always advisable, or osteoporosis. So you might want to just really strengthen the abdominals in neutral spine. So we'll do 10 of these together, and then if you want to continue, you can. So interlink the fingers underneath the head, thumbs into the nape of the neck. Okay, ribs are in and down. When you touch your ribs, they should be together. They should feel quite strong through the core. Then a little gap underneath the lumbar spine. It's going to be different for everyone. So most important thing is that you are just thinking of your pubic bone being level with your hip bones. And again, draw the pelvic floor in and up, or the navel to the spine. When you come up, chin to chest. When you come up, elbows keep wide. You lift. There's no point lifting today. You won't feel anything. Lift higher, but without squishing. We're not doing that with the pelvis. We're not going into imprint. We're keeping in neutral. That is the most important bit. Gently back down. Try not to come all the way to the floor. Lift, 1, 2, 3. Lower. Should be no movement in the head. 1, 2, 3. Lower. Everything should feel like it's tightening. And again, 1, 2, 3. And back. Just do single but lift. Yes, set the lift off the tip of the shoulder blades. For 5. For 4, don't let the ribs move. 3, 2, and 1. Well done, come back down. If you want to continue with that, you can, or you can do 10 roll-ups with me. I'm sticking to the mat. Take a breath in, Arms start coming forward, chin starts coming towards the chest, and forward. If you've not done a roll up for 3 however long, then it might be a bit of a struggle that one. And gently down. So again, think about roll up as obviously providing the movement through the joints and strengthening the abdominals. C curve. You can make it slightly harder by not taking your arms backwards. Just hold them like that, keeping that chin to chest to protect the neck. Reach forward in your own time. The more roll-ups you do, obviously the harder it should start to feel. Ribs are towards the hips, using the abdominal muscles to get up. Or carry on with that chest lift. 2 more. And gently down. Well done, good. I'm just keeping an eye on because this class always goes so quick. Okay, well done. Just take your arms out to capital T or a little bit below. Glue the legs together. Just gently. So keep yourself in neutral spine if you can. Gently take the knees to the right, the head to the left. Here, practice that belly breath. So inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath, draw the tummy in. Back to centre. So belly breath is really nice for stretch, really nice for the lymphatic system. Again, inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath, draw the belly in. Back to centre. The other side. Inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath, draw the belly in. Back to centre. And the other direction. Inhale, let the belly rise. Beautiful. Back to centre. Okay, we're going to do a little bit. We'll keep off the roller, guys, just for time. But we're going to do a little bit more abdominal work before we go into the other side leg. So again, you're in bridge. Your feet are a little bit closer to the bottom. But we're just going to walk them away a little bit. So ideally with the feet being walked away, you should really feel that the pelvis is nice and still. You've got that tray of drinks on your tummy that is nice and level. You're not squishing into imprint, you're not releasing the drinks forward. Draw the navel in. Yes, keep the core tight or pelvic floor in. Lift the right leg up to tabletop and the left leg. Okay. You can either try and do single leg, like we often do, or you can think about doing a heel drop. So if you're doing a heel drop, imagine that you've got a shining light on the shin. You're not dropping at the knee like this. You see some people doing this, and they're not doing anything really. So you want to draw the tummy in and fold at the hip. So it's more of a hip drop, and then back up. Always visualise that tray of drinks. Yeah, don't let them come forwards. Yeah, or single leg. The straighter the leg goes, not straight, sorry, the lower the leg goes. You can put your hands underneath your head as long as the ribs are remaining down if you want a little bit of support. Or put the head, the neck back on a ball or a soft cushion. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7. I must have done a lot of abs yesterday because I can feel my abdominals shaking today, I don't know why. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. I always want to do a hip stretch after. So I always want to take my feet in to butterfly. Again, just hold that position. Jen, we're looking left. That's what I want to chat to you about, flights, hon. I'll ring you later. Jet2 have got flights to Girona next May, but they're really about 240 quid. Whereas if I wanted to fly to Girona in the next month out of Leeds with Ryanair, they're only about 42 quid return, which is mad. But they're not out for next year, so I just wanted to chat to you if you know when they're out and stuff. And then just bring feet either side and just gently start bringing that leg in towards the mat. Oh, that feels so good. I love this stretch. And then back again. Keep one leg still. Internally rotate the hip, the knee in towards the mat. Is there a difference on each side? A bit tighter, my left side. Right side, because my hamstrings are tight, my hips are really good. Yeah, so ideally you wanting to get the knee towards the mat. So that uncomfortableness after hip single leg stretch can just be alleviated by just doing this, just in and out. Okay, beautiful. Take your arms backwards, take a breath in, and again, gently up. And then bring yourself back onto that other side. Perfect. Let's see if I remember what we did. Yeah, okay, so you again into climb. So normally I do this one, don't I? Yeah, but you want your legs not quite as bent in this one so that the heel is in line with the tailbone. Hips facing forward, you have to be really kind of, vigilant with this, like I say, precise with this one. Try and keep the bottom waist lifted and just lift. You want to do that. Yeah, but obviously think about your back, that is going to affect your back. We're trying to strengthen the back, strengthen the core, keep the core engaged. And again. Beautiful. Sun's gone. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Lengthen the top leg. Keep the bottom knee bent. Lift up that bottom waist. Fine. Make sure the core's connected. Just lift and lower. Lift and lower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, and again 10, 9, 8, 7, hang in there, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, circle 4, circle 3, 2, 1, circle back, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that one's hurting today. Bring that heel into bum. And last but not least, point it again. Lengthen it, really lengthen. 1, 2, back. Point, 1, 2, back. Point the foot, 1, 2, back. point, 1, 2, back. 1 more, point, 1, 2, back, point, 1, 2, back, 2 more, point, 1, 2, back, last one, point, 1, 2, and back, and down. Well done, and then back on to your back. Take again the foot. This left butt cheek's quite tight today, so I can probably go up there, but that's about a 5 to 6 on a stretch. And you really probably want a 3 or a 4, so I'm just going to lower it a bit. Pushing in. And then take that foot down. Let the foot just hang out on the outside of the knee. Take that other knee away. Hands underneath. And you're stretching away from the bottom foot into the top knee, just to create a lovely stretch around. You've got a muscle where your belly button is, kind of laterally and a bit in. You've got a muscle kind of there, the psoas, which is the big hip flexor muscle, links the upper lower body and can get very tight. Take a breath in. And then gently back to centre, and then my toes have cramped. Sorry guys. Oh, they're horrible, isn't it, when that happens? And then just bring your leg to tabletop. Push in towards the inner knee, opposite shoulder. Lift up and just keep pushing. Almost turning your foot in a bit, but really pushing on the outside of that knee. Again, can you see I'm a bit uncomfortable with the neck? So either put the neck down or put a ball underneath it. Hold. Beautiful. And then just take the back of the leg and then just point and flex. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, circle, 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 circle the other way. And then inversion of the foot, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. And beautiful, guys. We've worked our legs, our bums, our tongues, our arms, which is what Pilates is about. Come over onto your front. Just take a beautiful breath in as you take a lovely cow pose. Then round. And the other way. I've got bar this morning, guys, so I'm trying to be good on time. Gorgeous. And then just take the hips in one direction. So you look over the shoulder of the other side, and then the other. And then again. And then again. And then circle. 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 And the other way. Sometimes it's nice to take your hands a little bit wider, further away, sorry, and then really kind of circle around like this. Not great if you've not got the best knees. And then just take it into that wide shell stretch. Just taking some gorgeous breaths in. And out. In. And out. 2 more. Last one. And up to 4-point kneeling. Tuck the toes, take the hips super high, and just soften the knees to walk your hands back and gently restacking the spine back up. And thank you.